Hello and welcome to a new video. Today is going to be a good old studio vlog, which is still my favorite kind of videos to make. I don't know why, but I don't know, I really like watching them myself as well. So yeah, today is like the typical day where I have a day off of my part-time job and I work on my business. So I often start the morning with packing orders if I have any. I don't know why, but my orders have been so much less than like last year. I don't have as many orders as I used to, and it may be because I haven't done a shop update in quite a long time. But yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but it is something that I do notice. Sometimes I get the amount of orders that I would get weekly in just a month. So like 1/4 of the orders, which is quite a difference. But yeah, anyway, I'm starting my morning with packing orders. Often when I wake up, I just make myself a cup of tea and I prepare some baked oats and I put them in the oven. In the meanwhile, while my breakfast is getting cooked in the oven, I start with packing orders already while having my cup of tea and like waking up. So I often just put on some YouTube and drink my cup of tea, and I start with writing the thank you notes that I put with the orders. So yeah, I'm just writing my thank you cards, and then often when I'm finished with that, my breakfast is ready. So I will have breakfast and then I will continue packing. And sometimes I start packing right away, but sometimes I do start with getting the shipping labels ready because it's my least favorite thing to do when it comes to packing and shipping orders. I don't know why, but I really don't like making them. Such a hassle. Anyway, this time I didn't start with the labels. I started with packing the orders, which I did, and it's always so relaxing to pack orders. I don't know why, but I don't think I will ever get tired of it, and every time it just feels so special to actually like pack up an order and send it off to someone that bought my stuff. I will never get over it. So I want to say I recorded like the whole packing process, and I'm thinking about uploading that one to YouTube as well as like a separate video, because I know some people really like the like packing sounds and just like no music, just the background noise, like no talking. So I think I'm going to upload that to YouTube as well. So yeah, and yeah, I'm just packing away. And once I'm finished packing the orders, I make the shipping labels, which again is my least favorite thing to do, but it has to happen. And then I put them on orders, I put them all in like this shipping bag, and I post them at the post office. And I decided to ship them right away. I don't like being at home and having like a chill day and knowing that I need to leave the house later that day. I don't know, I just like to do it right away, because the thought that I will have to leave the house at some point will just be in my head until I go. So yeah, I went to the post office right away. Didn't really took any footage of that because it was really busy and I don't want to film people basically. But yeah, I took them to the post office, and on my walk back I found the bunnies a little snack. and I washed them when I got home and gave it to them, and they really enjoyed it. They love it. It's like a memory of when I was a kid, like searching for them and feeding them to my bunny, which I still do. Hey, Snicky. Then it was time to make lunch, and when I was in my kitchen, I found this butterfly, and it was so pretty. I didn't have any plans for the afternoon. I did want to paint, but I didn't really know what to paint yet. And then I found this butterfly, and I knew right away what I wanted to paint, which is the butterfly. Also, it stuck to me. Like, I tried to release it on a balcony, and it wouldn't let go. It did eventually, but yeah, we had some quality time, had some talks. But yeah, I got one of my butterfly books out, and I looked up what kind of butterfly it was, and I painted it. So let's get my sketchbook out and let's start painting. Okay, so I started my sketch in this Faber-Castell erasable color pencil, which is what I've been using ever since I got them. I think I got them like, I don't know, a year ago, and they are amazing. The thing that I love about them so much is the fact that you don't have to erase the pencil before you start painting, even with like watercolor. When you sketch with like graphite pencil, you always end up seeing like your pencil sketch underneath the painting. At least that's what happens to my paintings. But with these erasable color pencils, you cannot see it. Like, you don't see it at all. And I love that. They're really affordable as well, and I have them in like many different colors. I couldn't find my like brown or yellow one, but I thought orange would do as well, and it worked. So yeah, it has been a little while since I painted a butterfly. Like I mentioned a few videos before, I struggled with like the biggest art block ever, and even though butterflies are something that I have painted so much, as well as like moths and other insects, I don't know, I do find them kind of hard to paint sometimes. I used the picture that I took of the butterfly in my kitchen, and I don't know, it wasn't like too sharp, and even though I could use a reference picture that I would like find on the internet or something, I just really wanted to use the picture that I took myself. So yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle, and like the first half of the painting, I really didn't like what I was doing, and it took me actually like a lot of effort to continue painting. I wanted to quit so bad, but I didn't, and at the end, I think it turned out alright, even though it isn't my favorite painting. But it's okay, you know, like I'm just having fun again watching YouTube. I've also been like sending voice notes to my friends, and my friends sending me voice notes back. So that really kept me going throughout the painting. Also iced coffees. Like, I don't really like the summer. Like, it has been spring for quite a while, but the weather hasn't been acting like spring at all. Like, at all. But now it has been getting warmer. Like, I don't have to wear tights anymore, but I don't know, I really, really, really do enjoy my rainy days. But one thing about the summer that is what I really like is iced coffees. They're so easy to make as well. So yeah, I've just been enjoying way too many iced coffees lately, and I love it. Also, more often than not, when I started painting and I'm like, okay, I want this to be a watercolor painting and not a gouache painting, because ever since I discovered gouache, I won't stop painting with it when I do paint. And sometimes when I think like, okay, I'm going to do a watercolor painting now, it always ends up in a gouache painting anyway, which happened to this one as well actually. But yeah, I always end up being like, okay, I want to add like a few details with gouache, because, you know, at one point with watercolors you're just done. Like, there isn't anything you can do anymore, especially like adding highlights or stuff. You can't really. I mean, you probably can, but I don't know why. I don't know, gouache is just really easy to use in that way. So yeah, at one point I started adding some details with gouache, and it ended up being a gouache painting once again. But I'm not too mad about it, because my mistake in painting is often going too dark, not being able to come back from that. But ever since I found like acrylic gouache, is amazing. I often just mix the white one with regular gouache or even watercolors, and it really helps to be able to add like highlights and stuff, because with like normal gouache it lifts up the layer underneath it, so if you're trying to do highlights it's not really working sometimes. Yeah, I still don't really know how gouache works sometimes. I definitely improved a lot, because when I started painting with gouache, I was just like, oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing. And I still don't know what I'm doing, but I got it a little bit more than when I just started. So yeah, anyway, I really enjoyed doing this painting at the end. As I said, I didn't really enjoy doing the first half of the painting, but then when I continued and I did add some details with gouache, or like I continued with gouache, and I fixed some mistakes, then I started to like it a little bit more, and at the end I'm sort of happy with what I painted. Still, it isn't like my favorite, but not everything you paint can be your favorite, so it's fine. I think I'm going to start rambling now. Okay, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a like and maybe a comment. Comments are my favorite thing about making videos, basically. I don't reply to them that quickly. Like, I know it can take me a week or longer, but I really try, and I don't know, I'm just really bad at replying to everyone, basically. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope you like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!